What up, y'all? So I've talked to a few people, and due to the whole Diddy saga, there's been a big misconception on what RICO charges are and what RICO means exactly. So I'm going to break it down for y'all in our terms. So Sean Combs has been arrested, and right now he's facing 3 charges: racketeering, aka RICO, trafficking, and transportation for. And he may even get hit with some more charges, but right now we're just going to focus on RICO. RICO means Racketeer, Influence, and Corrupt Organizations Act. That means you are running a racket, some kind of a legal organization. For example, let's say I'm running a trucking company. We're going to call it Dreadful Trucking, and I'm only going to hire people with dreadlocks. I'm already breaking the law. I'm going to be shipping goods for Walmart, Amazon, I don't know, name it, any big business, right? That's my company. During the day, I'm handling business as normal, but at night, I may be transporting illegal weapons. Now me, I may be sitting at home calling all of the shots. And I got a bunch of people under me making sure that the business runs smoothly. I have drivers, dispatchers, lawyers, people who are organizing the illegal activities for me. But see, I'm the boss. I ain't touching nothing, but I'm just sitting back and I'm benefiting from the organization. I'm running a racket, so I'm a racketeer. I could be subject to RICO charges because I'm conducting illegal business activities and running it just like an organization. RICO charges are so interesting to me. This law came about and was geared towards the mob and the mafia, people running organized crime. So what was going on back in the day, in the 50s, 60s, 70s, the mob would have all their little men out here breaking the law. The mob boss would send one guy out to blow up a house. Another guy may be extorting a local business. Another guy may be selling. You might have another guy who's a pimp. So the police would go around, pick all these little guys up, clean the streets up. But what would the mob boss do? He would just find some other little guys to take their place. So the police was like, dang, we just locked his minions up and he already got people right back out running the businesses. We got to figure out a way to get the big guy. They could never charge the mob boss with crimes because technically he wasn't out committing the crimes. He was sitting home chilling, eating his popcorn. And you could never just put your hands on the big guy. So they created the RICO statute, which means if I pick up Johnny for selling, I can tie him back to Paul, who's actually the mob boss, and also tie Paul to Ricky, who's doing the pimping, and I can take all y'all to jail for being involved in this organization and charge all y'all with the same crimes. But what I really want to do is get Johnny and Ricky to snitch on Paul. I want the boss. I want the big guy. And hey, if y'all don't want to snitch, that's cool with me. I'll just take all 3 of y'all to jail. A win is a win. So, once again, RICO means Racketeer, Influenced, and Corrupt Organizations Act. A racketeer is somebody involved in illegal or shady business practices. They're running a racket. Another example, you might walk into a bakery. You see some little old ladies in there. They're in there cooking cakes, making pastries. Everything looks pleasant. But in the back, you got people shooting dice, gambling, planning violent attacks. That is the racket in the background. The bakery is the front. Everything looks legit, but the corruption is going on in the back. This is the Diddy case. So the front is the record labels, the party, glamour. Everybody's having a good time, drinking, eating, luxury, fame. But in the back, around 3 a.m., that's the racket. That is the racketeering. This is where the guns, the prostitution, people being forced to do things against their will, people being recorded without their permission and consent. And who is the head of this organized crime? Diddy. Diddy is the kingpin. This is not a man having fun and doing things consensual with people. This is somebody who has used their money, power, and fame to force people into doing things against their will. And when they try to leave, he drags them back. He blows up cars. He blackballs them from the industry. He threatens to unalive people. Some think he's even been involved with mysterious homicides already. That is why Diddy has RICO charges. He's the equivalent of a mob boss, and he has people working underneath him to put all these things into play so he could benefit off of the corruption. This ain't a man and his girlfriend just doing some freaky things because that is the running joke. This is someone who is consumed with power, ego, drugs, and money, and it's transformed him into a maniac who's inflicted violence and terror on a wide range of people.
You don't like me? Then motherfucking get to it, nigga. If you don't like me, you motherfucking front, get to it. Don't fucking play with me on Halloween.
This is why he has RICO charges, and the name of his organized crime enterprise is Bad Boy ENT.